Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Like a little twisted ribbon, pretty easy to make, pretty fun. And it's ironic, I just made a video about this oval and getting lines in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to Control D and make a duplicate and move this down just a little bit and then Control D quite a bit. You really don't need that one past the lip. So you really want that open gap right there. Then take a 2-point line, getting your pick tool and have it snap to that edge. Let me zoom in here a little bit. You need to be on one of those high edges. And there you have it. And then go the other one and put it to that high edge. Now let's take this and shift select both lines and go to effects and blend. Let's blend 10 times. So we have 12 lines. Now, you'll help yourself out a lot if you Control G to group this together. And then just take a Smart Fill in any color. I'm actually going to use blue this time. And start from about there and just fill in all these blocks. The only thing you need to watch out is to make sure you get every little corner. Like that, you want to stop because that's going to go behind. But I'll have another corner here in a minute. Well, there's one, there's probably going to be one right there. You just need to make sure you get every little, because it'll show up if you don't. Well, we don't need that corner. Maybe on the back side we're going to need some. But just finish this out. So that's making that arch. Now, because this is grouped together, we can nudge that over. Well, let me nudge it. Let's see how big this thing is. 15 inches, let's nudge it 17 inches, and let's nudge this group, select it all, and see by that way you're not getting anything else. Now you're going to have a bunch of lines in there that you may or not be able to see. So select them all and weld them. That'll make it all one solid color. Now I'm going to put it back for just a second, because now I'm going to do the other section. And because they're welded, we will be able to move them out of the way here in a second. So I'm just going to take the Smart Fill tool and I'm going to go from there downward. And here in just a second, you'll see what I was talking about with the little bitty pieces of line you need to make sure you get, which is like right there, right there, right there. And then you need to kind of zoom in, because if you don't get that one, it's going to show up. And just go around the corner, filling in all the spots. Just takes a second. See, there's one of those little bitty spots you need to have. Almost done here, and then we'll get into the fun part, what I call the fun part. Let's zoom in here. And hopefully on this one, we'll be able to see the white lines that were there from the, now, we have this welded together so we can nudge it out of the way. And we're going to select this and nudge it out of the way. But we're going to go weld it. Okay, that's a good example. Sometimes that does that. So what you could do to save you some time instead of redoing it, let's nudge it out of here. All we need is that shape. Take the rectangle, fill that in. Let's move that up and then fill that in, and you've got that exact same thing. Now we're going to use the Smart Fill tool to give us some depth. So I want this one selected first. I'm going to get the Smart Fill tool, or excuse me, the Interactive Fill tool, and go across here. I'm going to put a little darkness. I'm not going to use 100% black this time. Just want a little bit of a darkness on that curve. Now we're going to do the same thing here. Select it, Interactive Fill tool. More or less kind of equally parallel to the ground. Maybe not quite that much. And see, you can change this right here and go off the map. So that's good enough, and you could play with that a lot. Now let's group this together, Control G. And let's nudge it out. Let's make a duplicate. I think I've only got one of those. No, I had two. Now take one of these and mirror it both directions. And then grab this part. And look at that. It looks like it's perfect. Now, if you do see a little bitty white line in there, if we would have used a darker color, you could see that little white line from a distance. This one, I'm going to change my nudge factor to like 0.01, and I'm just going to grab one side and I'm just going to nudge it over. That way, if there is a white line, it'll disappear. That's pretty cool. Looks like a twisted ribbon. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.